What's up guys, Primark9 here, and welcome to Marshadow's Backyard Brawl Week 3. Now let's get straight into things. Our opponents this week are the Timmicunos, and their draft is quite something, I must say. They've got Galarian, Rapidash, Poltegeist, Celebi, Keldeo, Kommo-o, Metagross, Dracozolt, Doublade, Flygon, Gigalith, and Mega Houndoom. Now, there's certain things I'm not gonna lie, I'm not too worried about. Like, Galarian Rapidash doesn't seem to be too much of a problem. Poltegeist gets completely walled out by Incineroar. Celebi gets, for the most part, walled by Incineroar as well. Biggest problems for me are Metagross. Not really Mega Houndoom. Kommo-o is a bit of a problem. Dracozolt, although it's just a cheap version of Dracovish, it can still cause a few problems. But Rhyperior should be able to take care of that. Doublade shouldn't be able to do too much, I rate. But Metagross and Kommo-o are my biggest worries for this week. Because Incineroar can't intimidate it because of Clear Body. Well, I guess if it had its other ability, but what are the chances? And it can do heavy damage to a lot of my team. I don't really think I have a safe switch in for it, now that I think about it. But I'll find a way around it. For the team that we have prepared, we have Incineroar with the heavy duty boots, Intimidate, Flare Blitz, Knockoff, Earthquake, and Will-O-Wisp. I have Will-O-Wisp on Incineroar sort of as a last ditch effort to neutralize Kommo-o, because I'm really scared of that thing Dragon Dancing or getting an Omni Boost. So if I can get a burn on it, then it won't be as big of a problem. Then I've got Knockoff and I've got Earthquake for Metagross, but they serve purposes elsewhere. Like Knockoff pretty much takes out Poltegeist, it neutralizes Doublade, and it does a lot of damage to Metagross as well. Then I've got Urshifu with the Choice Band, Unseen first obviously, with Close Combat, Surging Strikes, Aqua Jet, and Ice Punch. I've got Ice Punch mainly for Flygon and kind of for Kommo-o, but it's specifically for Flygon. I've got Aqua Jet in case Kommo-o gets a little bit out of control and I just need to get that little bit of damage, assuming that it's Dragon Danced already. So the Choice Band Aqua Jet won't do a lot, but in emergency situations where it's on low HP and I need to take it out, Urshifu will be able to get that done. I've got it mainly invested in attack and speed as per usual. Then I've got my Hatterene with the weakness policy and magic bounce. I've got the weakness policy because it can take a poison jab and an iron head from Kommo-o. This is going to be my main sort of switching for Kommo-o. So even if it gets a Dragon Dance up, the weakness policy will activate when assuming that there's no crit. The weakness policy will activate after I get hit with either Poison Jab or Iron Head. I'll get my Trick Room up and Kommo-o doesn't stand a chance. Plus, I'll be in perfect position to take out a lot of things on his team. I've got Mystical Fire specifically for Metagross because I know that if I don't have it, there's nothing I can do to Metagross at all. But it has Bullet Punch, which is a big problem, but Hatterene's not here to deal with Metagross, so it's fine. Then my Eldegoss, I've got Leftovers and Regenerator, making sure this thing stays at full health. I've got Sleep Powder, specifically for whatever comes in after Keldeo. I would assume that maybe Metagross would come in because I can't do anything to that. So if I can get that thing asleep, then that makes life a lot easier. I've got Giga Drain, Pollen Puff, and Leech Seed. Now, Eldegoss, like I said, is mainly there to take care of Keldeo, because Keldeo, with the choice specs, hits like a truck. So I've got my investments in HP, I've got a little bit of investment in special defense, but I've also got that defense investment in case I need to go up against something like Flygon. Then I've got my Rhyperior, got the Citrus Berry, Solid Rock, Earthquake, Ice Punch, Rock Slide, and Crunch. Now I've got the Citrus Berry mainly in the event that I have to go up against Metagross. I've got Ice Punch for Flygon. I've got Crunch for the likes of Poltegeist and Celebi, in case, on the off chance that I ever need to deal with them, or to predict a switch in. I've got my investments mainly in HP so I can live an Earthquake from Flygon comfortably, and I can live a Meteor Mash from Metagross without having to worry, or possibly live 2 Meteor Mashes from Metagross with my Citrus Berry like added to all of that. And then I've got my Mismagius with the Choice Scarf, the Dazzling Gleam, Mystical Fire, Shadow Ball, and Thunderbolt. My Mismagius is here mainly as a last resort sort of option for both Kommo-o and Metagross. I've got Dazzling Gleam, which will completely destroy Kommo-o, and Mystical Fire, assuming that I don't get destroyed by Bullet Punch. It's there to outspeed Metagross, and I've also got it to outspeed a possible Choice Scarf Flygon, and also counter a possible Choice Scarf Galarian Rapidash. As you can see, he brought the 2 things that I was most worried about, unsurprisingly. Well, 3 including Keldeo. The Dracozolt isn't going to be too big of a problem because I have Rhyperior, and it doesn't have anything that can necessarily destroy Rhyperior besides Earthquake, but I should be able to live that. Doublade is there, shouldn't be a problem. Flygon, we'll have to see how that works out, but Metagross and Kommo-o were always going to be the biggest worries. Let's see how it goes. Well, thankfully, things worked out the way I had hoped for the most part. The weakness policy on Hatterene didn't activate when I expected it to, especially because Kommo-o was special. I didn't really plan for that, but it still worked out. Rhyperior was able to completely wall Drake's ult as I had planned. It had Earthquake as I expected. Citrus Berry came in effect as I expected. Incineroar was so close to getting the Will-O-Wisp on Komo-O, but thankfully that miss didn't end up mattering in the end. Eldegoss did its job against Keldeo. Miss Magius proved to be a lot more important than I expected and made short work of Metagross. Urshifu didn't have a role to play in this battle at all besides leading, so thankfully it didn't really turn out to be necessary. But we bounced back with a brilliant 6-0 sweep, and hopefully we can carry this form into the next match and hopefully somehow get a win. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys next week.